Peace, family. This is Dr. Sadiki Baye coming to you once again, as usual, every Saturday to share with you what I have been blessed with by the Creator in honor of our glorious ancestors. And always remember to keep in mind that we are the ancestors having a human experience. So we must honor the spiritual ancestors, the ones that has passed on from this physical plane to the spiritual plane. And everybody will have an opportunity to transform into our spiritualness. So family, I always come to you with deep rooted subject matters, not this surface stuff that doesn't work for us as the eagles. Surface stuff is for chickens who stay down there at the low level. Eagles fly high. You know, even when they get their food, they fly high to go ahead on and eat it. They don't stay down on the ground plucking and at the food like the chickens do. So I'm here not to change the laws. I'm here to fulfill the laws. And in order to accept or to be able to transform and grow and change and adjust and move and metamorph, we must be willing to be instructed. We understand that when it comes to the systems process, but we must do that on our own. We must be willing to be instructed by each other to understand, to learn and understand our story, not his story. So in order to do that, we must first be willing to listen and then take in what we are listening to and take it further and study it. Study to show yourself approval. That's why I share with you the things I've been blessed with, and prayerfully you'll take it and to another level. I will always motivate, inspire, and encourage you to do that. There's nothing like self-accomplishments. So go for what you know and have no more regrets. So today's topic is another deep subject area, and I want to present to you the topics of love and respect. A lot of us say that a lot. We express that a lot, but do we really understand it? Above all thy getting, get understanding. So what is love? Let's talk about love first. What is love? Or what does love mean? Love means an intense feeling and deep affection. Intense feelings and deep affections. Wow. In other words, a great interest and pleasure in someone or something. Intense interest, a great interest and pleasure in someone or something. Also, a willingness to prioritize, family, another person's happiness and well-being. Prioritize it. Another person's happiness and well-being as if it's yours or as your own. And that's deep. And that's becoming one with the other. And that's what we should be about. We should be like the beehive. We should prioritize each other's well-being and each other's happiness, each other's purpose. So family, a feeling or love is a passion or is passionate and deep caring for another person. Passionate and deep caring. Not this surface stuff, but deep feeling and passion for someone else or another person. To feel or to love is to feel and act lovingly at all times, family. Love doesn't come and go. Not real love. If it comes and goes, it's just emotions. So we don't want to just, deal with emotions. We want to deal with action, because love is action. But a lot of people rob themselves of real love by just wanting to hear it. But the ones who show it all the time, sometimes we're taken for granted, because a lot of people want to hear a lot of things. It's almost like words is more important than action today. So we must not only feel the deep love for a person, but to show action towards a person that we really deeply love. So family, a feeling of love is strong and constant caring or affection for another person. Strong and constant caring or affection for another person. We must get this down, family. We must really, really understand the true meaning of things. Not this surface stuff, not this diluted stuff, not this seasoned stuff, not this stuff that has been flipped on us, that doesn't even work. Sometimes we curse ourselves out of ignorance. See, one thing about life does not excuse ignorance. So we must know the truth. We must seek the truth. We must be willing to listen to the truth and pursue the truth through our own efforts of studying. Now, to love is to feel and act lovingly at all times, not sometimes. Some people's love come and go. When you got that coming and going love, it's not true love, it's not real. It's just emotions. But it should be feelings and action at all times. All times. There also are different types of love. Now let's get down to the different types of love. What comes to mind is 4 different types of love. Or 4 types of love. The first type of love is empathy, bond, love. And empathy, bond, love is understanding a person's feelings. The second one is friend bond love. And friend bond love is mutual affection towards one another. The third love is romantic love. Romantic love is expressing yourself towards one another, expressing love towards one another. That's romantic love. And the last love is agape love. Agape love is unconditional God love. When you have those 4 things operating, then it's real. Then it's true. So once again, you have empathy bond. Oh, you have friend bond. You have romantic love. And you have agape love. Those are the 4 types of love. Then there's also when you're in love. Let's look at in love. See, a lot of things is going on in my mind when we talk about love. because we are all tricked up when it comes to love. So, but when you're in love, what does that really mean? When you're in love, that's feeling a powerful sense of what? A powerful sense of empathy. Of empathy towards another person. And feeling their pain. And willing to do anything for them. Or willing to sacrifice anything for them. A strong sense of empathy. In other words, feeling what they're feeling or understanding what they're feeling. And also understanding their pain as if it's yours. And be willing to sacrifice whatever is necessary for them to create a balance. That's having each other's backs, family. And when we say in love, a lot of people say, well, I'm in love. Well, are you really? And most people not only say I'm in love, they say, oh, man, I fell in love. Well, let me tell you what that really means. When you're falling in love, that means you don't have your balance. You're falling. What we need to do is to stand in love. When you stand in love, you have your balance. Let's stop falling and start standing. That's real, family. We have to know the essence, the reality of things that was given to us by our Creator. And the Creator gave the blueprint to our ancestors, the ones before us, the ones that we thought was kind of crazy and thrilled. Because we were young and foolish. See, a fool thinks everybody else is a fool. So we must elevate to a level of understanding. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, family. Also, when you're talking about true love, what are you really talking about? True love is a close bond with another that goes deeper than affection. It goes deeper than attraction. It goes deeper than lust. It even goes deeper than friendship. You say, what? Deeper than friendship? So what do you mean by that, Dr. Sadiki, is deeper than friendship? Okay. Now, it is a deep mutual expression. A deep mutual expression of what? Respect, trust, honesty, integrity, intimacy, chemistry, and partnership. We're in this thing together, not one-sided, where we've been given to control each other, challenge each other, control each other, or 50-50. There's no such thing as 50-50 in the universe. Everything is 100. So when you put the 200s together, you got 200. It's bigger. And then you can create the children, which represents love. Or we formulate their minds into understanding what love is. But there is a foundation to love, and we want to get to that in a few seconds, of what the foundation of love is. So family, we must understand again that love is a deep mutual expression, true love, of trust, respect, honesty, integrity, intimacy, chemistry, and partnership. We are in this thing together, family. We are in this thing together. That's what true love is. Now, love or true love is two things that comes to mind. A lot of things come to mind. The true things that come to mind when I hear true love is stability and security. When you have stability and security, that's true love. Not competing against each other, trying to have your way, trying to out-slick each other. No, that's two becoming one. That's what true love is. You look at the other person as you. You treat the other person as you. You feel for the other person as you. So let's validate things. I'm not here to change anything. I'm here to fulfill it. I'm here to validate it. And take it, what I'm saying, and take it to another level. To your own level of understanding. So, man up, woman up, mind up, and own up. So now that we have what love is, and love is not an emotion, it's just emotions. You know, love is the building there, is the ultimate. The ultimate of a structure is the building. Okay, but the building must have a foundation. All buildings that is going to last have to have a solid foundation. And guess what the solid foundation is? Respect. Respect. So, what is respect? Respect is a strong and deep admiration for a person as a result of their ability or abilities, their qualities, and their accomplishments. Deep admiration of a person as a result of their abilities, their qualities, and their accomplishments. Deep admiration, that's respect. Now, family, respect in your relationship builds three things. Respect in your relationship builds what? Number one, it builds trust. Number two, it builds safety. Number three, it builds well-being. Those are the three things. And when you have respect in building a relationship, trust, safety, and well-being. Let's understand that, family. All that other stuff means nothing. All this other stuff sounds sweet and all this and all that, but it means nothing. We tried all of that. This stuff doesn't work. We got to do what works. We got to go back old school because the new school is not working. We got to tap into the mindset of our ancestors. Remember, they used to have relationships 50, 60, 70 years. Now, if you can go 50, 60, 70 days today, you're good. This is how watered down and how weak everything has become. But we must go old school. We must honor and represent the ones before us because God blessed them with the blueprint. But we thought they were crazy. No, but we were the ones that was crazy. So we have to honor and represent them by seeking the blueprint that our Creator blessed them with. So respect is also called esteem. Respect is also called esteem, and that is a positive feeling and action towards another person or another thing that's considered important or held in high esteem or regard. Listen to me, family. I'm giving it to you raw. There's no mixtures. There is no seasoning. There's nothing diluted with what I'm saying. Respect is also called esteem. It is a positive feeling and action shown towards another person. That you consider as important or held in high regard or high esteem. I'm excited to know these things because, man, we've been tricked, lied to, bamboozled, everything that flipped on us. So a lot of times we curse ourselves, as I said before. We curse ourselves out of ignorance, and life does not excuse ignorance. It shows mercy and grace, and mercy and grace is just the benefit of the doubt. And give you an opportunity to get your act together before it's too late. So we must not take grace and mercy for granted. And we owe each other the benefit of the doubt because all of us been had. All of us been had. But unfortunately, everybody feels that their experience is greater than everybody else's. Oh, you don't understand. You know what happened to me. Oh, you need to wear my shoes and all this kind of nonsense. No, everybody know what fire is and fire burns. Everybody know what kitchen hell is. Everybody knows what's being used is, being lied to. So let us not separate ourselves as though no one understands what we've gone through. There's many ways to get to hell. So let's be true to ourselves and one another and show some respect. Show high regard for one another. Show deep admiration for one another. And so let me share with you also, there's ways to show respect. There are some ways to show respect. And what comes to mind when I say that is 5 or 6 ways to show respect. And the first one is to listen. We must learn how to listen to one another. See, we only hear each other. But listening is focused, is intentional, to the point where when a person is saying something, we hear more than what they're saying. We're also feeling them. So we must listen is the first thing, or one of them, ways of respect, or showing respect. The second way is to affirm. To affirm means to state the way things are, to state the truth, to tell the truth. Let's deal or state facts and not opinions. The third one is, what is that third one? And I shouldn't be stumbling over this because that's one of the most important ones, is to serve one another. We must learn how to serve one another. Be a servant. And that means to be able to give, to be willing to give, to be willing to go over and beyond the call of duty. The fourth one is be kind. Be kind to one another. The fifth one is be polite. Be polite towards one another. Not being disrespectful. Not trying to overtalk. But be polite. The sixth one is be thankful for one another. Those are ways of showing respect. To listen, to affirm, to serve, to be kind, to be polite, and to be thankful. Family, I'm here to validate what love and respect is. And it's not just what, it's like what Tina Turner said, what love got to do with it when it's a secondhand emotion. Respect validates love. Those two coming together creates the balance, because respect is the foundation and love is the building. The more solid the foundation is, the more love you can build on it. But guess what? I can respect you without loving you. But if I got the foundation, I can build anything on it. But that's the problem. We're always building on quicksand. It looks good originally, but it doesn't last. We got to build on solid ground. All other grounds is sinking sand. Remember that song? On solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. I'll never forget that. That's a beautiful thing to remember. So family, these are the ways that I express to you that shows respect. Now, how do you treat a person with respect? Okay, the way that you treat a person with respect is to acknowledge each person's dignity. Acknowledge their dignity. The second one is to have empathy for a person's life situations. Don't put them down. Don't break them down. But have empathy for their life situations, because all of us have situations, because all of us been bit by the same dog. So all of us been poisoned. All of us have rabies. So why are we fighting each other? We need to go get that dog. To stop, them from spreading the disease. We must get that dog who's spreading the rabies. And all of us have a level of it. Some of us just more healed than others. But we must show empathy. Also, let's listen to one another and encourage one another. Listen and encourage. Everybody needs encouragement. No man is an island. That's the purpose of relationship. We must do that, family. We must go over and beyond what we are feeling and what we have been programmed to do. Because when you look in the mirror, you should love what you see. And anybody who looks like you, you should love that also. But first, you must have the foundation of respect. Respect yourself. Another way to treat others with respect is to validate. To validate what? People's contributions. In other words, acknowledge people's contributions. Encourage them. Honor them, represent them. We must do that, validate each other's contributions. Because one thing that I learned in life is that the messenger is always hated in his own town. Sometimes we got to go somewhere else and get respect. So we got to do what we got to do, family, in order to address the first law of nature, which is self-preservation. You have to preserve yourself in order to fulfill your purpose and create a righteous legacy that will last for generations. Last but not least, in my mind, on treating another with respect is stop gossiping. Stop teasing. Stop backbiting. Stop being two-faced. Stop manipulating. And all other kind of unprofessional behavior. Be a professional. Stand for righteousness. And show the kind of respect that is necessary to build a solid foundation. And as a result, family, in conclusion, we must represent love and respect. How do you represent love and respect? You have to first have it. But respect is first. Remember when we was little, they taught us to respect. We didn't know nothing about love, but we knew about respect. So we have to build the foundation first, which is respect. Then you can build on it whatever you want, depending on the strength of the foundation. The stronger the respect, the more love you can build. But unfortunately, we trying to put love first. Love everybody. We must talk about the foundation first because that's the most important thing. We're out of order. Respect and build love. Family, love and respect is always, always, always action. We must see evidence. But unfortunately, like I said before, people want to talk a good game. People even cheat themselves out of reality by always wanting to hear it instead of seeing evidence of it. Don't go for the hype. Don't go for the okie-doke. Don't go for the illusions. If you don't see evidence of it, it's not there. It's just how simple things are. No evidence, that means absence. When you see evidence, it's present. So let's be real. Not only should we have respect, we should express the respect, and not only that, we must respect ourselves first. I hope you hear what I'm saying, family, because a lot of things be going through my mind while I'm presenting these subject matters to you because it's so deep, so deep rooted. And we got to get back to our deep roots in order to connect with our ancestors and our Creator. We have to do that because in reality, we are deep. We are respect. We are love. We are all that. So let's get back. But we can only get back through each other. We got here together. We got in this mess together. We got to come out together and regroup together and to show more respect and show more love with respect. Love with respect. Love with respect. I can't say it enough. But we must respect first. And then we can build anything on it. So family, once again, I just want to thank you for blessing me to come into your home, in your mind, to share with you what I've been blessed with. I love you, I bless you, and I want you to prosper. Stay strong and keep your faith where it belongs. Do your best and let God do the rest. You got to know when to hold and know when to fold. And timing is the key, because it's one thing about time. Time is not our best friend, because we are 400 or 500 years behind. So we must be more intentional, more deliberate with what we do in life. So keep your head towards the universe where all strength comes from, and never give up and never, ever, ever, ever give in. No matter how things seem as emotions. No matter how things seem, because everything is, always was, and always will be in divine order. God don't make no mistakes, but we do. But when you learn from your mistakes, it's all good. So keep on growing and keep on learning. You can't go wrong. And keep in mind that learning can be painful, but you cannot beat the blessings. So family, keep your lights on and keep them bright at all times. I would like to invite you to my YouTube channel with all the deep-rooted subject matters that I have for the last couple years that I have been blessed with, and to share with you. What good is it to have it and have no one to share it with? No man is an island, no man stands alone. So check it out, family, and push like and subscribe. And every Saturday, it would notify you that another topic or another subject or a deep-rooted subject is available to view. And pass it on, because all of us have something to offer. Happy new journey, family. Peace. Hotep and Baraka. Love with respect. Dr. Sadiki J. Baye, your servant.